definition. This is CBS 2 News at 11 a.m.
What do you say? For schools!
A rally in favor of a controversial vote by the LA School Board. If it passes, it would change the way a third of the city's schools are run.
Good morning and welcome to CBS 2 News at 11 a.m. I'm Ken Schockner.
I'm Sharon Tay, in for Suzanne Rico.
Our big story at 11 a.m. on CBS 2 and CBS2.com. The Los Angeles School Board is getting ready to take a controversial vote today over a plan that would put dozens of public schools in the hands of independent operators. This morning, CBS 2's Kirk Hawkins reports on the major controversy that's shaping up right at this hour.
Charter school educators chanted outside LA Unified's headquarters in downtown LA this morning. At today's school board meeting, board members are taking a look at a proposal to allow private groups to submit bids to operate new school sites beginning next year.
This is a chance for all kinds of people to submit proposals to say, hey, we want to take back our community schools and be able to dictate, what happens in the classroom.
The proposal would allow charter operators and other institutions to bid for control of 50 new schools in the 2010-2011 school year, plus 200 low-performing campuses.
We don't tell McDonald's that they can't exist because Burger King's there. We don't shut one down and not the other. Let's have a little competition.
These supporters of reform say it will increase competition, but opponents of reform say it could cause chaos.
I don't think competition necessarily makes things better. I think it opens up the door to all kinds of corruption.
8 unions, including United Teachers Los Angeles, are opposed to the idea that is championed by Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa. It would affect more than 200,000 students, more than a third of the student population.
Who will be responsible? That is a big issue. Who's going to be responsible? Who's going to be accountable?
For schools! For schools!
In downtown LA, Kirk Hawkins, CBS 2 News.
Public health officials are trying. We talked about this at the top of the hour. A proposal to change how some LA schools are run brought out parents, teachers, and certainly a lot of passion today. Strong opinions on all sides of the school choice plan. Almost everyone has a strong opinion about this. And just a moment ago, the board officially voted to approve the plan. NBC4's Robert Kovacic live downtown with more on the other side of the story for us. Robert?
The people walking by me right now, calling the people in the red shirts, this is the people that are very disappointed with the board's vote. It just happened minutes ago. It was 6-1 in favor of the proposal brought forward by Yoli Flores Aguilar. The dissenting vote, not a surprise, as expected, by Marguerite Poindexter Lamont. Steve Zimmer, they were hoping that they would get him on board with this proposal, and he was on board. He said just a few moments ago, he said, the reason why I'm voting yes is because I still want to be part of the process. So that's what's been going on inside, Colleen, and they are coming out right now and they're getting ready to leave. But something that you said to me yesterday really stuck with me about the people that were outside when you and I were guessing just how many parents would show up here today. And you told me, you said, Robert, they're going to drop everything when it comes to education. And you were exactly right. They had the LA School Police estimating just about 2,000 people here. Colleen, they started lining up at about 5 o'clock this morning, trying to get in, trying to be able to speak to the board, no matter what side they were on. There are those that have faith in the LAUSD. There are those that believe the LAUSD is completely broken. But no matter what side they were on, the one thing that brought all of these parents together, they all want what is best for their children.
It's been called a revolutionary moment, a milestone in reform. Education in Los Angeles. Much has been made of today. Will the nation's second largest school district, 700 miles in scope, close to 700,000 students strong, admit it can't do it alone?
If unions are a good thing, and I think they are, parents ought to have a union too.
Parents, the linchpin of any student's success, packed the area around the LAUSD headquarters. Well-organized battalions ready to take charge.
Every single parent across America is standing up and saying enough is enough. We can take back our schools.
The resolution means half of LAUSD schools could be run independently, including by local communities and charter schools. Union after union opposed to the idea, including the powerful United Teachers of Los Angeles. Julia Norstrand has been teaching within the LAUSD for more than 2 decades.
to take public funds for their what essentially amounts to a private enterprise is like taking money directly from the poorest children in this city.
If the proposal gives parents a voice, what if, no matter how much they care about their children's future, they don't have the time to be heard? Edward Varela is an LAUSD parent from Maywood. 3 kids, 1 with Down syndrome.
In our community, a lot of the parents work 2 jobs, so it's very hard for them to get active.
Whether West Side or East Side, parents will participate, vows Steve Barr. He's the founder of Green Dot, the nonprofit organization running charter schools in LA, and what many believe became the catalyst for reform.
For years in these communities have been told, take it or leave it, and that's been the attitude. These schools are built for the adults, not for you families. The families come and go, we're always going to be here. And we started stirring that and giving an alternative, and then it started to spread. It's first in Lenox, and then Inglewood, and then East LA, and now South LA and Watts, and now to Washington, D.C. We're going to go do one of these in Washington, D.C.
And Colleen, just a note about that conversation that I had with Steve Barr. He said that he has just returned from Washington, and he said that the Obama administration was watching very carefully the decision that was made today inside of this boardroom to see what was going to happen here in Los Angeles in this urban school district. Now, a member of the UTLA just walked by me. Again, teachers union very opposed to this proposal, and just shook their head and said, you know what, when it comes to a charter school, you have to have parents involved. Those charter schools cannot exist without the involvement of the parents, and these teachers say that the next step